This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it down the field. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
I actually thought the defense had the right coverage there. That's just really good offense, like really good timing between QB and tight end. You got a middle of the field safety. You got those guys underneath. The defense has to see the ball, break on it, but sometimes they're just too good of a duo.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Going over the top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Past the 30. Inside the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown Sooners. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give to Frazier. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but... Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Sooners moving quickly to the line. They'll run with Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy you get in the field goal.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's past the 30. Hits the crease. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Bringing it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge.
Ernie on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the point after is good. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. To throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like...
Could be an alley. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown. defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to throw on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it for a big play. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Robinson. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air, it's Bentley. Lets it fly on the move. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try it again. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me,
makes the catch and he's free. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's a give to Frazier. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop.
Maybe increase. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Sends it back in motion. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They're in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the 2nd half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 14 team, the Clemson Tigers.
And the returner will be brought down.
And it's the Buckeyes, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense.
And this coach has got to be happy. They get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Throwing right. He's got it. Smashes ahead. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
On 1st down, Nate Frazier. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Into the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Dropping back, it's Bentley. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
to the air on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Batir. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get the first down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, first down.
Handoff to Xavier. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to get rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. He's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Frazier again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Caught by Williams on the right. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that first down.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff for Frazier. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. On first down, Nate Frazier makes it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The give, running right, it's Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Quick completion on the out route. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Strong, firm tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack. That might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving.
Here's a little room there. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game. And Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.